I had heard that even recently they secretly removed the part of their algorithm that punishes AI-based content.
I'm sure you know this. If you were using something like Jasper or Chat GDP, I always get the initials wrong, like something like that to write your copy, would it still work?
Great question. So obviously Chat GPT is exploding. It's GPT-3. They're gonna be coming out with GPT-4, which is going to have an insane, it's going to completely shake up the entire world, and as more than it already has. And so obviously Jasper's built on OpenAI as well. It's all kind of using some of the same engines, and trained in different ways to produce different outputs. So it's a very contentious answer and discussion, because there's a lot of wild opinions on whether or not any of that AI-based content is actually going to help you, if it's going to hurt you. I think for most people, it's 80% of the equation. So if you're thinking, hey, I need this tool to write me an entire blog article and I do nothing, I don't know editing, I don't review it or whatever, I just put it up. Chances are, because Google can sense, they know if it's AI written, they understand that there's algorithms that have pointed that out. But I have heard some rumblings. I can't confirm it because I'm not inside of Google, but I had heard that even recently they secretly removed the part of their algorithm that punishes AI-based content. They removed that and they're allowing it to help to kind of index, and they're not filtering as much for that. Whereas a lot of AI-based content was being just crushed. Like if you put out AI content, your domain reputation would fall through the floor. So I'm curious to see where things go. And again, I'm sure if someone is at Google, they could confirm this conversation, whether that's true or not. But I think generally, if you're going to be doing AI-based content through any AI platform, frankly, number one, make sure that you're editing it, at least 20% of it, to change it up to match you and make sure that it's accurate, or put it through something called like Quillbot, Quill, Quillbot. And so it can rewrite it, and it makes it much more human. And you can put it through some of the filters that'll kind of test for AI content, and it tends to pass like 99% of the time versus 10 or 20% on Jasper or Chat GPT.
Okay. That is really interesting. One of my friends in the space was talking about, so she's a copywriter. She uses a program that writes, and then she takes it and she kind of tweaks it and makes sure that it is human based, right? She's doing a lot of the heavy lifting, getting some of the research, if you will, done, and then making it human. But it sounds like they're going that way. I do think this is kind of outside of the scope of funnels or this conversation, but I do think it is interesting to see where we are going to be. I mean, I knew the guys that launched Jasper / whatever it was called before Jasper. Like, they're here in Austin. I kind of knew them through IMP, and like seeing their growth trajectory and seeing how this changed. But it's like, once that wave takes off and everybody knows, I feel like it's going to change. I don't know how. I think it's going to be interesting. Are you looking to scale your business, but trying to figure out how to get your message across? Well, go to storyselling.how to grab my free course that will show you how to discover everything that you need to build your business through stories. These stories work whether it's in social media, email, or public speaking. There are 5 core stories that you'll learn. You'll be able to use all of them by the time you're done with this course. Again, that is storyselling.how. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to tune in next time.